Look, before we get into the content, it's really important that you guys hit that subscribe button. We're out here every single day working for y'all, trying to hit y'all with the best content. And what motivates us to keep going is people like you. So hit the subscribe button, join the conversation, join the Deuce Gang.
What he said. Hey.
I am thinking that Bobby Shmurda, I mean, I know they probably weren't in the same state, but what I think, if Bobby Shmurda really wants to pop and really wants to make some noise, he should link up with the Juice. He should link up with OJ. Like, remember when 21 Savage did that album and he got Morgan Freeman to narrate his album? Morgan Freeman had like a little intro on there where he was talking about rats. He should get the Juice to do some shit on his project because the Juice is making headlines. The Juice, OJ, he doesn't feel safe in LA.
Well, how do you feel about LA? First of all, how do you feel about LA?
Los Angeles, I don't like America, so
no, come on. It can't be all of America. Come on.
I don't like America.
You can't dislike Omaha and Pennsylvania, places that have never done anything.
So basically, the good thing about LA is they make a lot of my favorite entertainment. They make a lot of my favorite music. They, a lot of my favorite movies come from that state. Yeah.
Well, me personally, honestly, if I always said, like, if I get like a nice bag of checks. Wow, what am I talking about? If I get a nice bag,
what's wrong with that?
A bag of, I mean, as long as nice bag of checks. Okay, good. As long as I get that,
there's no mistake there.
I always wanted to move somewhere warm. I love Canada. I do. I love it here. I hate winter. And the two choices that I've always had were the two places that you probably despise the most: Florida and Los Angeles. I personally would love to live in Los Angeles. I feel like a lot of opportunities are out there in Los Angeles. But I mean, as you said, OJ Simpson, for his reasons, doesn't really feel the same. What are his reasons?
I quote, I have trouble with LA, OJ said in an article. People may think it's self-serving, but OJ says, I might be sitting next to whoever did it. I really don't know who did this, end quote, new quote. I figured eventually somebody would confess to something, end quote, new quote. I had one suspect. I told my lawyers to look at it. I still think he might be involved, but I can't talk about it, end quote, new quote. How many Americans even today wouldn't like to live my life? Simpson said. I don't work. I play golf for 4 or 5 hours a day. No, 4 or 5 hours. Oh, no, even more. 4 or 5 days a week. Wow.
I'm reading along. I'm just like, oh yeah, no. Don't miss that one. No, 7 days in a week. 7 days in a week.
That's a lot of golf. I go out to dinner a couple times a night with friends. People want to buy me drinks. I'm always taking pictures with people. Ladies hug me. This, by the way, after he served 9 years in jail for armed robbery and kidnapping felonies. So the Juice, who I really think should work with with Bobby Shmurda, he is living his best life, but at the same time, he doesn't feel safe in LA because he feels like the real killer is out there. R.I.P. Nicole and Ron.
OJ had a great football career, you know what I mean? And you know what they say about football players, they endure a lot of damage, brain damage from all the hits, you know what I mean? And sometimes they tend to forget certain things. The things may go askew. I think OJ forgot to realize that when you do something and you get off of whatever it is you do, people say that you don't have responsibility. It's a really big thing. Your best bet is to just let that lie. Let sleeping dogs lie. Leave it alone. Never mention it again. Let people think about it. This is a man who was accused of murdering multiple people, ended up getting a not guilty verdict. Did he choose to leave it alone? No. He wrote books. He did interviews. He's done commercials where he makes jokes about it. And now he comes out with this article. If I am the family of Nicole Simpson or Ron Goldman at this point, I'm like, wow, could you throw any more salt into the wounds? Like, even let's give OJ the benefit of the doubt. Let's drink the juice and say he didn't do it. Even if you didn't do it, you continuously bringing it up and mentioning it shows how much you really don't give a flying whoop about the victims here. One of them supposedly the wife that you loved. So, OJ, you letting us know how great your life is and how many times you golf is probably not the way to go. If you want to know where the murderer is, he's everywhere you are. Everywhere you are is where the murderer is. So,
well, I mean, listen, OJ's
allegedly, my thinking.
Well, OJ's an asshole, but you also have to think about this. When Donald Trump says the things that he says, he makes fun of people's race and so on and so forth. What do they say? They say he's just defending himself. So maybe that's what OJ's doing. They drug his name through the mud. He got an innocent verdict. They said he was innocent by a jury of his peers, and they still drug his name through the mud. Whether or not he did it, he was proven innocent, and they're still dragging his name through the mud. So maybe, like Trump, he's just defending himself. That's all I'm saying. Viewing public.
Before we go to the viewing public, don't forget that he said, I had one suspect I told my lawyers to look at. I think he might still be involved, but I can't talk about it. Why not? If you think somebody else might be involved, why can't you talk about it? You're talking about everything else. That's all I'm saying. Like he's saying things to continuously bait himself out and then trying to drag it back in. You know what I'm saying, OJ? Juice man.
I feel like you've drunk the juice. Viewing public, have you drunk the juice? I still don't think he did it. Furthermore, you know what? I'll stay away from that. I still don't think he did it. They have a legal system for a reason. What are your thoughts? Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Now,
thanks for watching that video, making it all the way to the end. You made it this far. You have to like. Please subscribe and comment on the video as well. Join the conversation.
Absolutely. We finally hit our goal of 500 subscribers. Yes, we are trying to get to 1,000, and we can only do that with your help. You can start by watching that next video. You see that tiny little icon? Click on that icon, rinse and repeat. Deuces.
Deuce.